Hello, people. It's your girl, Sifa or Happiness Precious. I am here again after a while. Okay, today I won't take long. I'm just gonna do it quick and clear. But my main message, like because early in the morning, if you wasn't on my Instagram, like something like that. So there's those questions that I asked on my Instagram and other people were able to answer. So and then I feel like this would be like very interesting to put it on my YouTube channel so that everybody can hear it, and those who didn't even saw the message on Instagram, they can see it here and they can comment here on live thing on my YouTube channel if you wasn't able, and we would like to see your answer. What will be your answer to those questions? And yeah, and how can those answers help us all? So the topic that we was talking about was like the question. Ask this question: why life fails to be perfect? Like, why does life fails to be perfect when we want our life to be perfect, right? Nobody wants to be in sorrows, pain, um, like where they feel like there's nothing left for them, or they feel like they don't even exist in this world. They feel like the world is ending. So now ask this question: why life isn't perfect to us humans? Like, why isn't perfect? Please comment below. You can still comment while I'm speaking, like while I'm talking, so that yeah, I will know if we are together, or maybe think about it and then give me your answer because I need your answer. So, and then they answer. There's those other people give me their answer, like why life isn't perfect and why isn't perfect. So I'm just gonna read their answers here, and then you can add yours. Like, what do you think? Why life isn't perfect? What do you think? Okay. One of my sisters say life isn't perfect because as humans are not perfect. So that makes so wait a minute. Sorry. I need to check. So she said, yeah, one of the person said, because as humans are not perfect, so that makes our life imperfect. Mm. This answer is correct. So why is life not perfect? Like, we want it to be perfect, right? So and then this my sister says like, we are not perfect. How can the word, or how can our life be perfect when we are not perfect? I should enjoy the answer. So if we are perfect, then our life will be perfect. But we are not perfect. So why are we not perfect? Because we are humans, right? We are humans. We get to be attempted a lot, and we also pass through a lot, like that can drive us into sin, and that what makes us not to be perfect. And when we are not perfect, or when we allow those imperfect things comes into our life, how can our life be then perfect when ourselves we are not perfect? That's her answer. And there's this another one. It says, because perfection does not exist, love. And if it did, life wouldn't be boring. Let me read it again. Sorry. Because perfection doesn't exist, love does. And if it didn't, life wouldn't be boring. So if love didn't exist, then life would be boring. Or if life is perfect, then life will be boring because everyone will be perfect, everybody will have everything they need, and like they will be perfect. There's nothing complaining about it. They're so fresh into their life, they're moving on in peacefully, whatever. So how can the world or your life be interested? Because in everything we pass through, in every temptation and every pain, sorrows, and like our life not being perfect, for us to be not perfect is what makes our life interesting. But if we are all the same, like we have perfect life, we have everything is perfect in us, life is perfect, how can the world be interested? No, right? The world wouldn't be interested, or our life wouldn't be like interested. We wouldn't even find like the stories to tell, the interesting stories like this is interesting as that, and something, because things are perfect, right? But for the world to be interesting to live in, and that's why we have something that is not perfect in us, and whatever we it is in us, whatever imperfect things that is in us is what makes us interested, like interesting. um so please guys, whoever is watching, please drop your comment, like, yeah, if you have any ideas, so just drop it so I can read it and share it. So because so why, like, because in life we all pass through tough time, and so the world can just like our life can just be so perfect, because we gotta have trial, we gotta have trials into our life, we gotta have like temptation into our life. And that's why our life can't just be perfect, because we as I said earlier, we are sinners, okay? We are sinners, and we can't always be perfect or want to be perfect. No. So then I encourage you, like this other word I said, the word, like our life can be perfect, but it can be beautiful. We can't make our life perfect, but we can make it beautiful. So this all messages goes to my dearest one. Life may fail to be perfect, but it cannot fail to be beautiful. We are imperfect, and so on. Life is not that easy to live without a pain and sorrows into our life. We all pass through tough time, as my sister said, but that doesn't mean that we have to fail to make our life beautiful and build a strong relationship with God. Create a positive mindset. So, when we create a positive mindset, we will understand that everything happens for a reason, and everything happens for purpose. There is a purpose behind of something happening. Okay, there's a purpose of us passing through pain and sorrows. Sometimes it may be because we are not perfect, right? We may sin. Okay, we may go against the will of God, and that can make us imperfect, right? And that can draw our life to be imperfect, right? So in all everything that we do, we can always find that mindset, that positive mindset to say to ourselves, here I am. I can still stand up. Okay. I can make my life beautiful more than like ajalishi whatever ajalishi venye nimepitia, ajalishi kama nimemkosea Mungu, but I can still make my life beautiful through all the experience I have passed through. I can still make my life worth, okay? Because I have the power. You have the power. We gotta live this life as a beautiful. We gotta make a beautiful memories, a beautiful mind, like beautiful families and stuff. So don't expect life to be perfect, but expect or create your own life to be beautiful. Create your own life to be beautiful in anyhow, because we have the power. You have the power to create your own life to be beautiful, interesting, like interesting, because when you have interesting like story to tell, so you have an interesting and beautiful family, beautiful relationship. That's that means that we are standing still, and we know that no matter what we are passing through, no matter what temptation, no matter what pain I am passing through, I gotta make like my family to be in a beautiful environment, right? In a beautiful, like, I want my family to be peaceful, okay? No matter how the struggle could be, I can still make my life or my family or my relationship to be beautiful. So don't expect life to be perfect, but let us try ourselves to make it beautiful, because the more beautiful, because we all have any interesting like lifeline, Everybody, everyone is not gonna be perfect, but everyone can be beautiful. Okay, and there's this one say, no one because so as I who can forget like no, that's not the one. Um, and then another one said, because if life was perfect, we wouldn't work hard to achieve great things in our life. So, if our life was perfect, then what's the point of like, what's the point of working hard? What's the point of like focus for us to focus? In order for us to achieve what we want to achieve, we have to focus, right? We have to make sure that every lines or every path that we take are perfect and are good. So if every path that we take is perfect and everything that we want is perfect, then that's mean there's nothing like there's nothing that we have to put effect, or we have to achieve this, or we have to work hard this, or blah 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 blah, because everything is perfect. There's no point of doing it. There's no point. Look, just like Adam and Eve when they was in the garden of I don't know Jambala Eden. So they were living perfect, right? Because everything was perfect for them. And they had this kind of relationship with God which was perfect. but their life wasn't interesting, right? Because you know what? Because because there were only two people, and the only like walikuwa tu mule mule. But then you know when the things began to become more interesting, more beautiful, is when walivatosha katika nani shamba la Eden, and then they started kuzaa, wakaanza ku make connection, wakaanza kusafa, those kind of stuff came out because later on, because their life wasn't perfect. So hiyo tu ni mfano like ya kuonyesha kwamba we can really make our life perfect, for we are not perfect, but still we can make our life interesting and beautiful, because the love, if we have love in us, then that's mean interesting things can happen, because love is the strength. Love is it can connect us to be like really powerful, like I mean not really powerful, but it can make us think positive. When we have some people who loves us around us, then we begin to think positive and put our negativity stuff aside. So let us because if life was perfect, quiet. You wouldn't even study harder, like you know how people say study harder, focus in life, so that you may achieve this, so that at the end you may be this and this. But think about it. If the world was perfect, then then there's no use of you working harder, and there's no use of you pushing yourself everywhere, right? So yeah, we can't make the world, our life, be perfect. We can't, because we have to make ourselves perfect, but we can't be perfect. Nobody's nobody's perfect. So nobody is perfect, and we can't make that. We can't change it. That's how life it is. So, and another one says there is no such thing as perfect in life. We were created by His own image. There's nothing as perfect in this life, because He loved us in the beginning. Like in the beginning, there was like God loves us. He gave His only begotten Son to come and save us, right? So why, if things was perfect, then that's mean God wouldn't be able to bring his son to this world in order for us to save us, right? Because our life is perfect, we don't need anybody to come and be, but because our life wasn't perfect, our life is not perfect, and that's why God Himself, He sent His only begotten Son. And because life wasn't perfect, or the like, yeah, Jesus was born in us to create something interested in us. Because our life is not perfect, that's why God created everyone with different, like differently, like we are different. We think different. Kila mtu anakuwa anaona overviews yake different, but imagine if God created us the same. We think the same, we see things the same, we view like tunasoma maneno, and then we translated the same, everything we do is the same. Don't you think the world was gonna be like really boring? Mm. Yeah, life would be really boring, because things are same and everything is repeated. Like me, if I say something, you find another person saying the same, the same, the same. So the word would be like, There's nothing interesting. So, and that's why God created us differently. We overview different, we see things differently. Even the temptation, they are different. Don't expect my temptation to be the same as you, because I am me and you are you. Don't expect how the way life is going with you. You think that like life will be the same as me. Nah, we are different. We are different, but we are one in Christ. So, you know the funny answer here? One of people say, because we have no respect for that earth, because we are no we don't have respect for this world. That's why our life is not perfect. So guys, that's all their answers. And so whoever will watch these videos, I want you to comment. I want you to tell me, how do you think why life is imperfect? Do you think that all those questions, that the answers that they gave us is correct? Like life cannot be can never be perfect, for we are not perfect. And for us to be interested, like for the world to be interesting, it was good for life to be imperfect, right? Okay, if you have any question, please inbox or just comment there, and then we can talk about it next time. Thank you so much for whoever is watching, and thank you for everyone who watched. And I believe you gain something, or you will try to share something through that. Yep. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon, and I hope I will see you when I see you. Goodbye. Guys, comment. Whoever is watching, I'm waiting for you to write something. Just say something. Say something, say something. Say something, say something. Say something, please. Okay, anyway, see ya then.